Afternoon, everyone. This afternoon, we are going to talk about five fundamental aims in production activities given by Dr. Francis. Most of, I would say, GA family members would be absolutely aware, privy, and knowledgeable about these five aims. But nevertheless, sometimes I have a habit to repeat the thing so that we may not actually lose it from our memory bank. These five M's are: number one, manpower; number two is machine, money, material; and fifth is methodology. I'm going to explain you or elaborate you one point at a time to make it more interesting, more knowledgeable, more informative. Number one is manpower. In manufacturing, in production activity, you cannot actually carry out any kind of production activity without having competent manpower. Man is the most important, most precious, most valuable asset of every company. Without manpower, company just cannot make a move, cannot breathe easy, cannot achieve any crescendo whatsoever, no matter how much capital you have, how much best machines do you have or best material you use. But without manpower, it's all redundant. Number two is machines. What kind of machine do you use? The quality of machine actually makes the difference in the product. Products becomes eye-catching and appealing, alluring and alluring for the consumers and for the customers, mainly because of its quality. And the quality actually comes out of the machine. If you are going to use the most modern, most advanced, most Neolithic machines, then your product is definitely going to stand in the global markets. Charming products, pleasing products. People are definitely going to ask the product by name if the product is actually wonderful, fantastic product and coming out of the absolutely ultra-modern machine. Number three is money. You cannot have anything. Machine you cannot have, manpower you cannot have, material you cannot have without having money. So without money, it becomes all, production activity becomes all redundant, absolutely impossible, unlikely. You must have ample amount of money depending upon the batch of your production. If the batch of your production is pretty large sum of money would be needed. So without money, nothing can happen. No activity can be carried out in any business because money is the lifeline of every business. Material. Fourth is material. Now what kind of material you use? That would decide the quality of your product. If the material is cheap, material is inferior, material does not have any kind of charisma, doesn't have any kind of luster, is totally lackluster, cheap, and not actually the kind of quality that you are looking for to have your product absolutely dancing doll or blue baby in the market. So the best material translates into best product. Worst material translates into worst product. So what kind of products you have, it depends upon your material selection. Number five is methodology. How you carry out your production. What kind of method do you use? Whether you have been using the dogmatic method or pragmatic method. You have actually borrowed the method from your past or from the future. Methodology would decide every single thing about your product. If methodology is ultra modern, absolutely current, colloquial, and contemporary. That kind of methodology is definitely going to yield the best results. So the best methodology, best result, best product. Worst methodology, parochial methodology, paleolithic methodology, then you are not going to have any kind of we can say, lulu and lilt in your product. Your product would be totally lackluster. People are not going to look at your product like it's a dead product sitting in the market nevertheless. So these are the 5 M's: manpower, machine, money, material, and methodology. These 5 things go into the production of any kind of product. And if all 5 things are generous, all 5 things are scientific, all 5 things are ultra modern, Neolithic, totally lateral, with Kaizen and the TTQM, then you are sitting on the top of the tree in the local market, local and the global market. So what you put in your product is actually going to make your product either selected or rejected by your customers. Thank you very much for listening. That's all the time we have today. See you again some other time. Until